if we look here, I'm quite happy with this. 2 points for goal for Darlow. Yep, Sheffield United, why don't they just go pick up their first win of the season against Newcastle, and I had 2 Newcastle players. Tierney didn't play. I'm not too sure why. If I click here, it says he had a muscle injury. Don't know about that. But good job, Mitchell will come in for Tierney. And Mitchell is looking to get 2 bonus points. So they'll have 8 points coming for Tierney, which should take my total up to 58, which is nice. I mean, I reckon the average be in the 30s, 40s, so should beat the average and should get a big green arrow. Diaz 7, Cancelo 6, Neto 2 was like Fernandes, De Bruyne, which one do I captain? Chose De Bruyne last minute, chose to be the right option. Could have gone Kane, was going to go Kane, but didn't go Kane. And yes, Kane would have got more points than De Bruyne, but at least I chose De Bruyne over Fernandes. Saka 3, I watched the Arsenal game. Arsenal created a few chances, but didn't look that threatening. And of course, Saka is a midfielder, so he gets 1 point for the clean sheet because it was a 0-0. Of course, Mitchell, defender, got the points and managed to get some bonus points also. A bit disappointing from Neto, didn't really do much, but it is what it is. Anyway, let's have a look at what I'm going to do for the upcoming game weeks. I've already done it. Yes, I know. I usually procrastinate about things and think, what am I going to do here, what am I going to do there? But I already decided what to do for Game Week 19, double Game Week 19 should I say. So I thought to myself, let's do a -8. Took out Calvert-Lewin, brought in Brewster. You think, oh, why is he doing that? Brewster didn't even play. But of course, I got De Bruyne, but I didn't have enough money. Even though I took out Calvert-Lewin to Brewster, I still didn't have enough money. So I had to downgrade Reguilon to Stones. De Bruyne, 11.8 million. Stones 5 million, just in case any price rises. I thought I'd get Stones now. -8, you're thinking, Zach, what are you doing? Oh yeah, Zach, you probably didn't know my name, but now you do. De Bruyne is 2 fixtures, Crystal Palace and Aston Villa. Stones 2 fixtures, Crystal Palace, Aston Villa. Calvert wasn't even going to play. He was injured, and then Everton, some reason, didn't even play in that fixture. I remember, oh yeah, they had their game postponed, and then they only had 1 game week anyway. So I thought, Grealish, a bit risky taking him out, but I'm not taking out Son, because he's got Sheffield United, and I just see Son getting some points in that game. Although I could have done that for Grealish, but too late now, I've already done it. And I'm even thinking of triple captain in Kevin De Bruyne, just because Crystal Palace and Aston Villa at home. I know Aston Villa played well recently, but double game week could be the best time to triple captain. It's him or Salah. I kind of tilt towards De Bruyne's fixtures is a bit better. I know they both play at home, and Salah is a lot better at home than he is away. And De Bruyne, I think it varies with him. I'm not going Fernandes. I don't want to back a Man United player, especially when they play Liverpool next Sunday. Some Sheffield United would be a good option, but it's 1 game week. You may as well do it for a double game week. Shea Adams for Leicester, of course. You're not going to captain any of the single. Robertson, I never think he's good captain to defend. Even though Robertson bombs down that left flank and just whips balls in, he's just not a very good captain and defender. No, Reece Williams is a weird one. You see, he doesn't play much for Liverpool, but at the same time, I reckon he will start either one of Burnley or Man United. I think Phillips could start one of those games and Reece Williams the other, because Liverpool missed Henson in the midfield the other day. McCarthy, I think he's recovered from COVID, so he should be okay in goal. I totally forgot about that. Hope he's alright, should be back and raring and ready to go. And if you look here, Robertson is now owned by 21.3%. De Bruyne is 26.8%. Fernandes is 53%. Son's 62%. Salah's 38%. Reece Williams 0.4%. Stones 7.6%. Dallas 15.3%. McCarthy 20%. Bamford 49%. Shea Adams 6.7%. Brewster 7.5%. Button 4.2%. El Neni 1.3%. And Bernardo 7.3%. He's gone up. But I guess he's cheap. And he's actually started to play recently. Anyway, that is my team for the upcoming game week. Here's all the teams that play in the double game week. We'll have 2 games in the double game week. So you've got Aston Villa, Chelsea, Fulham, Burnley, Leicester, Liverpool, Man City, Man United, Newcastle, West Brom and West Ham. So all of those teams play twice in game week 19. Unless of course fixtures get postponed or whatever. But as it stands, all of those teams have 2 fixtures for the upcoming game week. So let's have a look at some of their potential good players. You've got Phil Foden, Crystal Palace at home, Aston Villa away, owed by 6.4% and only cost 6.2 million. He's looked really good recently for Man City. Started against Chelsea, started against Brighton, scored in both. Looks a constant threat. Seems to be getting more minutes than he used to, and apparently he's Man City's top scorer this season as well. And then you've got James Maddison. He's got Southampton at home, Chelsea at home. He's only owned by 4.7% of the game and costs 7.1 million. He literally starts pretty much 9 times out of 10 for Leicester. Link up play for Vardy. When they're playing well, when they're linking together, it's good. And the fixtures, they are quite tricky, but Chelsea aren't in the best of form, and Southampton, well, you know, they were Southampton. They're good quite a lot of weeks, but some weeks they do dip off. So him, James Maddison, and Foden, two things about them that are in common. They're both English, and they're both a differential option, because they're both owned by less than 10%, and they look good, so you may as well chuck them into your team. Not saying you have to, but it's always an option. Let's go through some captain options. So Salah, Man United at home, Burnley at home. And then the next option is Kevin De Bruyne with Aston Villa at home and Crystal Palace at home. And then you've got Jamie Vardy with Southampton at home, Chelsea at home. And then you've got Sadio Mane with also Man United at home and Burnley at home. And then last but not least, you've got Bruno Fernandes, who has Liverpool away and Fulham away. So that wraps up the video. I've gone through captain options, a couple of differential options, and who plays blah 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 in the double game week, and also what I'm going to do for the upcoming game week. So if you want to know any other information or ask any questions, just comment down below and I'll answer pretty much all the comments if they are reasonable comments and are about FPL. Anyway guys, I'll catch you in the next one.